In a world where constant noise fills our days, notifications pinging, conversations swirling, engines humming in the distance, it's easy to forget the profound power of silence. Yet in the quiet spaces between words and thoughts, we find a canvas for self-discovery, growth, and resilience. This is the story of a journey into the art of being quiet, of finding one's voice not in the cacophony of daily life, but in the gentle embrace of stillness. Imagine a young woman named Lena, living in a bustling city where the rhythm of life beats relentlessly. The city is alive with chatter, traffic, and the ceaseless movement of people intent on getting somewhere, doing something. Lena, an aspiring writer, feels lost in this ocean of sound, her own voice drowned out by the collective noise. She yearns to express herself, to tell her story, but every time she tries, her words falter, tangled in the web of opinions and expectations that surround her. One evening, Lena finds herself sitting on the rooftop of her apartment building, gazing at the stars. The world below hums on, but up here, the air is different, thinner, quieter. For the first time in weeks, she allows herself to simply be. No music, no podcasts, no scrolling through social media, only the whisper of the wind, the distant honk of a car, and the steady beat of her own heart. It is in this silence that Lena begins to hear the voice that matters most, her own. Silence, as she discovers, is not emptiness. It is a fertile ground where thoughts can grow, where emotions can unfold without judgment. In the beginning, the silence feels heavy, almost intimidating. She is not used to being alone with her thoughts, not used to letting them run free without the guardrails of distraction. But as the minutes drift by, she begins to settle into the quiet, noticing the way her mind wanders and returns, the way her breath slows and deepens. Days pass, and Lena makes a habit of seeking out these moments of quiet. A walk in the park at dawn, a cup of tea enjoyed alone, an evening spent journaling by candlelight. She learns that being quiet does not mean being passive or invisible. It is an act of courage, a deliberate choice to tune out the noise of the world and tune into the whisper of her soul. In these moments, she reflects on her dreams, her fears, her values. She asks herself questions she has long avoided. What do I truly want? What am I afraid of? What does success mean to me? The answers do not come all at once. They emerge slowly, like flowers pushing through the soil after a long winter. Lena realizes that she has been measuring herself against standards that do not fit her, chasing goals that do not light her up inside. In the silence, she finds the clarity to let go of what no longer serves her and to embrace what is real and true. One morning, Lena sits at her desk, pen in hand. The city outside her window is waking up, but she is cocooned in a bubble of peace. She begins to write. The words flow more easily now, unburdened by the need to impress or conform. She writes for herself, for the girl who once felt lost in the noise, for the woman she is becoming. Her voice, once timid and uncertain, grows stronger with each sentence, each paragraph. Her writing is honest, raw, and beautiful. She shares her work with a few close friends, and they respond with encouragement and praise. But the real reward is not the approval of others. It is the sense of alignment she feels within herself. She has found her voice, not by shouting over the crowd, but by listening deeply in the silence. The art of being quiet is not about withdrawing from life or shutting out the world. It is about creating space for reflection, for introspection, for growth. In silence, we learn to trust ourselves, to honor our own experiences and perspectives. We become more attuned to our intuition, more capable of making choices that are true to who we are. This journey is not without challenges. There are moments when the silence feels lonely, when doubts creep in and old fears resurface. Lena learns to sit with these feelings, to welcome them as part of the process. She understands that growth often comes from discomfort, that transformation requires us to face ourselves honestly. As Lena continues to embrace the art of being quiet, she notices changes in other areas of her life. Her relationships deepen as she becomes a better listener, more present and empathetic. She discovers new sources of inspiration, a poem by a forgotten author, the patterns of sunlight on her bedroom wall, the gentle laughter of children playing in the park. She finds joy in simple things, in moments of connection and gratitude. Her story is a reminder that we all have a voice worth sharing, a story worth telling. But sometimes, the path to finding that voice begins in silence. In a world that often values noise over nuance, action over contemplation, it takes courage to be quiet. It takes strength to pause, to reflect, to choose authenticity over approval. If you are searching for your own voice, if you feel overwhelmed by the expectations and opinions of others, remember Lena's journey. Seek out moments of quiet. Give yourself permission to step away from the noise, to listen to the gentle guidance of your heart. Trust that in the silence, you will find clarity, confidence, and direction. You do not have to shout to be heard. The most powerful voices are often those that speak from a place of deep understanding and conviction. Your quiet moments are not wasted. They are the foundation upon which your dreams are built. So embrace the art of being quiet. Let it be a source of strength, a wellspring of creativity and wisdom. Allow yourself to grow in the fertile ground of silence, to discover the truth of who you are. And when you are ready, share your voice with the world, knowing that it is uniquely yours, shaped by the courage you found in the quiet. Remember, the world needs more voices that speak with honesty and heart. Your story matters. Your voice matters. And sometimes, the most profound transformations begin not with a roar, but with a whisper.